7 of the Copyright Act of 1976. And we're at the shop. Thought we'd hang out a little bit. We're going to the moon. What's going on? Let's talk about this. And we're still having trouble with the, let's see, intro. See what happens this time. All right. Are we live? Mic check 1 2 1 2. We're in the studio. Camera's acting crazy too. It's zooming in all up in my grill. So heads up with that. And what up, Jeff? What's going on, brother? I thought we'd tap in right quick and find out what's going on with this moon launch. Are we really going back to the moon? What's going on here, brother? What's up, Gerald? Everyone just popped in all at once. That was crazy. Never seen that happen. Gerald and Tina, Jeff, and Magneticus popped in at the same time, all in the chat. That was weird. I like that. What's up, Juliana? In the house. Mikey, yo, I appreciate you shouting that out, that we did that video yesterday. We premiered a pre-recorded video. It was like 2 hours long. I wanted to do a live show, but I was celebrating with an elder in our family who had a birthday. Yeah, thank Jah Almighty, and may she have many more. So we went and spent some time and energy with the family, which is always wild. Got back home late and just had the urge to do that recording. Now, if you didn't check it out, there was a fresh Bigfoot report out of Vermont, which was really quick, really brief, and you could skip all that stuff. Listen to the report if you like, but you could skip after that and get into some of the missing persons cases we've been talking about. And, you know, it's national news. So good stuff. And then behind the scenes, Juliana and I have been chopping it up and getting into some interesting stuff. So thank you, Juliana, for touching base. And super cool Eagles. Gerald's been hanging out with the Eagles. He sent me some pictures of some pretty cool, of a pretty cool eagle hanging out. Looked like a youngster, I guess. I'm not sure. What's up, Judy? Yeah, Gustavo. Gustavo, vamos para la luna. ¿Qué pasa? I had to throw in a little Argentine accent at the end of that. Yeah, let's see. We got it up on the big screen. NASA is on live right now, y'all. Is anyone watching this? Let's see. Let's check this out. And again, Riverside switched up. We're going to try this screen like this. I don't know why they switched things up, but this wasn't my favorite screen share. I like the circle. I guess, should we do the circle? We'll rock with the circle. Hopefully that's working on the other side of things where you could see it. And there's Dragonfly. So what's going on? Are we really going back to the moon, folks? I want to hear it from y'all. We should be seeing some rocket emojis, some full moon emojis. Was the moon full the other night? What's going on? And what's going on with all these so-called comets flying around all over the place in different colors? We're seeing green ones. We're seeing some flying in different directions, some doing weird maneuvers even. It's getting really strange. I don't think all that meteors, comets, I don't know. Maybe some of it is. As they say, we do have more in this time of year, I've heard. But then I heard some other stuff too, that some of this stuff may be pretty odd. I heard some as far as some people saying that it could be some sort of war, and that's like particles and shrapnel and stuff coming in. I don't know. But it's pretty weird that we're going, I guess, back to the moon on April Fools. Really? That had me thinking, and I was just like, had to do that emoji. Signs in the heavens, job book says, yeah, man, Llewellyn, jobless. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. What else we got? We do have a Bigfoot report just added, a couple of them added to the Bigfoot Mapping Project. So we'll get into that now. I did want to just, yeah, hear people's feedback on this. I heard we were supposed to have this go down, I believe, the day of the Super Bowl, but that got canceled. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I do think they do, yeah. There's something about certain dates and maybe astrological. I'll spit it out. Astrological alignments, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait for some of the occult breakdowns. And give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We're gonna take care of a customer. Let's see. Stay there, camera. Yeah. All right, bro. Yeah, we had to make sure our customer was happy. He bought a particular device, and at first he thought it was gonna work for him, and apparently it didn't. Come on, let's activate the camera right quick. Come on, camera. You got to give the camera a little push sometimes. There you go. It prefers it when I do it like this. 360 camera activated. There's Moon. No Katy Perry. Nope, not this time. And that was a whole thing there too, you know, with the chicas, you know, did their thing, and there, yeah, the occult breakdowns on that was amazing. Shout out to Donut. Donut's been on fire. Donut Factory over on YouTube been predicting deaths and blackouts and stuff, man. It's wild. Yeah, I heard about what was it, the CEO of Tinder or something like that? Something happened there, but seems like Donut pretty much predicted that one there. Wild stuff. Yeah, let's get into these Bigfoot reports right quick and see what's happening on that front. Boom. Give me 1 second. We'll pull that up. Yeah, we're doing just a quick stream. I know Coley UFOs. I was just hanging out. I was lurking actually. Yep, I was lurking over at Alienate UK's channel, Andy, and I did get to check out the Cryptid Huntress earlier today. I was hanging with y'all in the chat. Usually by that time, I'm like driving to the shop, so I really can't interact. But I'm listening, and yeah, wild show there. Where are we? Here we go. Bigfoot Mapping Project. And I warn you, here's our we got to do our disclaimer, right? Yeah, take these reports. You know, I don't believe all these reports. I take notes. Make sure to take notes. And it's just stuff to keep in your Bigfoot book in case you run into any of this stuff when you're out in the field, you know? And I enjoy reading these. So yeah, it's maybe it'll spark something like a flap in Ohio. We want to let Bigfoot know we want a flap here in California. And still Bigfoot mania going on alive and well today on this April Fool's. Are we really going to the moon? Let's see. Let's get into these reports. So I did take a little scan because I seen they just added one to Texas here. And I've warned people before, where'd it go? Don't tell me they just removed it. They just removed it on us on the spot, folks. Darn it. And it's all good because here, let's refresh the site. Y'all seen it happen. We were zooming in and they removed it on us, but it's all good because it was a bogus report. Yes, we get bogus reports. And luckily I had read it because I would have been pretty pissed off that would have happened, thinking maybe it was a legit report. And it said something, the report was short. It just said that Bigfoot like pulled up to the driveway in a car and then got into the house. And then it said like creepy or something like that. And I was just like, damn, someone took the time to do that. Somebody, it got to be somebody in Texas, right? But anyway, it looks like Indiana's lit back up, and this is going to be interesting because they put quite a bit of information in there. So I'm taking it. This is a serious report, but who knows? You never know. You know, you got to question all of these. And we're going to take a look. 10/18/25 at 1 p.m. No height, no sex, no vocalization either. And it says, me and two friends were walking back on the trail from Prather Lake at about 2:30, 3 p.m. We excited the canopy. And as we continued walking, what we described as a softball-sized rock was thrown from our left over a bank of grass. We heard the whooshing sound of the object coming through the tall grass and land in the bush right next to the trail. It sounded like a rock hit a rock. That specific clacking noise. It startled all of us, and we checked around the bank. We didn't notice anything but the 60-foot slope behind it. We camped at Mason Ridge. Got to say that right. Hold up.
Mason Ridge.
Still getting feedback on the megaphone. Damn it. Mason Ridge Campground that night and heard what sounded like 2 gunshots. We could do that one. One more. In the distance, followed by another 2 gunshot noises in the opposite direction. People have told me those gunshot sounds are possible tree knocks or vocalizations. Also, when we embarked on the trail, we came across an, I think they meant to say, yeah, it says intricate tree structure, nice, with over 10 logs, all roughly 15 feet long in an X formation. Y'all should be throwing the log emojis up in the chat. And you know what? I should be pulling y'all up in the monitor here. Again, Coley UFOs going live at 3:15, I believe. There we go. Now I can see everybody up in the chat while we're doing this. Who else is up in here? What up, David? Bumping the night monsters. Yeah. We're going to give Llewellyn a shield. And then what's Juliana saying? Today, 04/01/2026 is a numerology of 6. Yeah, appreciate the thumbs up. Sharon, there's Sharon. All right. We just read a report. Hopefully you caught that Bigfoot report there, Sharon. And they had someone posted a bogus one earlier. We're going to zoom back out, see if it pops back up on Texas. Sometimes you got to do this because reports will pop back on, but that's good. That means that someone is cleaning up the site. And I don't see anything else lit up there. We'll check BFRO for anything fresh coming in also really quick. And no new reports there. Anyway, so there's your Squatch report for the day. And let's head on over to Yosemite before we get into, was I going to do something else after this? I'm not sure. Give me 1 second. We're going to head over to Yosemite. Come on, damn it. Big screen. There we go. Darn, still not doing it. All right. Gotcha now. There we go. That's how I wanted it. See, I got to practice. That's why we do this. And there's so many things that happen sometimes. This is good practice. So a quick midday Bigfoot report there for you out of Indiana. Again, I know we did a few out of Indiana. Indiana's starting to light up with reports. And yeah, so are we going to the moon? Look at that live view of I think that might be El Capitan right there. El Cap. Let's double check before we head up on out of here. Let's see. Yeah, let's do a little sound check too on the turntables, see how that's sounding. Yeah, I was mentioning we having a little trouble with the our audio equipment, and we figured that out. Got some new cords, and I wonder if the quality of the sound sounds a little different. So we'll give that a shot. And yeah, see you later, Yosemite. Hope to see you soon. All right. Quick sound check. Yeah, anyone got any information, any links to share, any shows coming up? Feel free to do that in the chat. Yeah, let me know what's going on. Y'all got to keep me in the loop. Okay, we're going to shrink this screen a little bit. Uh-oh, I got to shrink it more. All right. How about like that? There we go. So we're going to head up on out of here. Head up on out of here. And quick little sound check to see how this audio sounds here.
Yeah. Yes, I'm the boss.
Doing a little quick sound check. Uh-oh. Damn, camera was all over the place. All right, y'all, we up out of here.
So, I guess we're not going to be able to do the call-in show tonight, so I can't give stuff away. If I can't get on my computer so I can turn on to accept the calls. But anyways, people, sorry about that. Looks like I need a new computer. Although I've never had an issue with this one, except for the last time I did this. Although I blamed that on something else. And they always came back on. This is so annoying. It sucks because I had some more stuff I wanted to show you from the expedition. Had some more things I wanted to get into tonight. I was really looking forward to this. You know. Oh well. What can you do? What can you do? I even took a shower for this, people. It's a big deal, right? No, it's not a big deal. I shower every day. I can't be dirty. I'm not one of those guys that likes to stay dirty. If this computer doesn't turn on in the next 5 seconds, we'll watch me break it. We'll watch me break it live. But anyways, expedition went great. Everybody really had a good time. At least that's what they told me. I hope they did. I hope they wouldn't be fibbing about that, you know. I think Windwalker, we will redo some another day. Maybe I'll bring one of the people on. There are some people that were on the expedition I do want to have back, or I do want to come to the house and do an interview. They had some good stories. Hammer will fix it, Mickey. So, anyways, I'm going to be doing some lives from the woods. I didn't do it this time.